Once upon a time, in a glorious kingdom nestled amidst the rolling hills of medieval India, there ruled a mighty king named Tetrissaha the Great. His fame spread far and wide because he was a king of courage, wisdom, and unmatched bravery. He had won every battle he fought, and his name was whispered in awe across the land. But one day, as the sun dipped low and painted the sky in hues of gold and crimson, King Tetrissaha decided to go on a hunting expedition into the dense, mysterious forests that surrounded his kingdom. With his trusted soldiers and courtiers, he ventured deep into the woods, eager for the thrill of the chase. As night fell, the forest grew silent and dark. Suddenly, the king found himself separated from his group, wandering alone through the tangled trees. Exhausted and thirsty, he stumbled upon a shimmering lake, its surface glowing like 1,000 diamonds under the midnight sky, though there was no moon in sight. Curiosity pulled him closer. The lake's waters sparkled with an enchanting light. Thirsty beyond measure, the king knelt and drank from the lake. To his amazement, the water was the sweetest he had ever tasted, more refreshing than any nectar, more soothing than the finest wine. With each sip, his thirst vanished, but an odd feeling of wonder stirred within him. Suddenly, from the depths of the lake, a luminous figure emerged, radiant and calm, shining like a divine being. The figure stepped onto the shore, revealing itself as Charika, the Devine Wish-Giver. With a gentle smile, Charika said, "O king, I am Charika, here for a fleeting moment. Any mortal who drinks from this lake is granted a single wish, one that I will fulfill with all my divine power." The king, overwhelmed by the magic and the moment's grandeur, bowed his head in respect. "O divine Charika," he said humbly, "I beg your forgiveness if I have insulted or disrespected you by drinking without asking. I was merely driven by thirst and curiosity." Charika's smile widened. "No harm done, noble king, but remember, what you wish for now will shape your destiny." The king's heart thumped with excitement. Without hesitation, he exclaimed, "I wish to be the most powerful human in the world, so mighty that no one can defeat me, so legendary that my name will be remembered forever." Charika nodded solemnly, his voice echoing softly, "Tatvastahu," and in an instant, the divine glow enveloped the king. Power surged through him like lightning, filling his veins with unstoppable strength. The king felt invincible. His limbs grew stronger, his mind sharper, and his spirit grander than ever before. With newfound confidence, he hurried back to his palace, dreaming of the greatness awaiting him. That very night, he shared his incredible experience with his beloved queen. The queen chuckled softly, her eyes twinkling with wisdom. "My dear king, you may have gained strength, but you are not the most powerful in this world yet." The king was puzzled. "Who is then?" She smiled knowingly. "It is Charika, the divine being who granted your wish. He alone holds the true power, for he can give and take away at will." Intrigued and impatient, the king mounted his horse the very next morning and rode swiftly to the mysterious lake, longing to meet Charika again. Days passed, and each night the lake's waters shimmered brighter than before. One night the lake turned milky once more. Thirsty and eager, the king drank again. As he looked up, Charika appeared, serene and radiant. "O king," he asked softly, "what do you desire now?" The king, filled with pride and ambition, replied, "I want to be more powerful than you, more mighty, more unstoppable." Charika chuckled, a gentle sound that echoed through the silence. "If that is your wish, then you must grant me one first," he replied. "Return to me what I originally granted you, the divine power." The king, blinded by hubris, shouted, "Tatvastahu!" and the divine glow vanished. Instantly, the strength that had made him invincible disappeared, leaving him weaker than before. His ego had led him to demand more, but in doing so, he had lost everything. Realizing his mistake, the king looked around the silent forest, his heart heavy with regret. He understood that true power was not in sheer strength or ego, but in humility and respect for divine forces. With a humble bow and a sincere apology to Charika, he left the lake behind, vowing to seek wisdom and humility in his future. And from that day, King Tirtisha the Great ruled his kingdom with a wiser heart, forever remembering the lesson that true strength lies in respect, humility, and knowing one's place in the grand tapestry of life. And so, the tale of the brave king and the divine wish-giver echoes through the ages, a story of ambition, humility, and the eternal dance between mortal desires and divine wisdom.